that was interesting.
Welcome to episode...
Why are you still getting the chair? Why can't I get the chair?
Well, it's my chair. I bought this myself, but we have a chair for you. You've got your own chair. It's white. It's plastic. It's
cheap.
It was free actually. Welcome to the third review of Critical Role on our channel, D10 Multiverse. NPCs of Taldore. That's me, Oliver, and this guy here, Dave.
G'day.
How's it going? So this week's episode of Critical Role was a very exciting one because it was a Liam DMing one-shot.
Well, it's the third one. The third one-shot he's done.
Yeah. It was a continuation of the two previous.
No, it was a continuation of the first one he did.
Right.
So the first one he did was really trippy, like what we just experienced. The second one was actually a proper D&D within the world of Critical Role. Vox Machina.
Once again, guy that knows everything that's going on, guy that just shows up in strange hats.
Exactly. The one that I've explained this to him. Just for some reason, when the camera comes on, he's just nothing. But the third one was a continuation of really that one shot, and with that one shot, Matt wasn't there, Marisha wasn't there, and also Ashley wasn't there. So this time, obviously, they were there. So. That's why they weren't really there at the beginning when it all started. When they were young kids, they were kind of met later on. Yeah.
So it was D&D mechanics, but not set in the traditional D&D universes or multiverses of fantasy type elements. They're all playing themselves, which is very interesting.
So anyway, what we'll do is quickly go through the episode, and then we'll kind of go through a credit. We won't go too far into detail because it is a one-shot and you should really experience it yourself.
It's one of those episodes you guys want to watch because it's one of those really special kind of weekly things.
Yeah, but we'll go through it quickly. So basically it all starts off with inside of Sam Riegel's mind.
Which is the most dangerous place to start anything.
Exactly. Dangerous, maybe. Dodgy, yeah.
Very twisted.
But anyway, we went through his dream, and then he woke up as a child.
Yeah.
And that's where the adventure really all began. Where
they kind of wake up in this forest as kids, not just a normal forest, strange flowers kind of blossom and all that kind of stuff.
And that's new. That wasn't in the one shot. The one shot they were all adults. So all of a sudden now they were kids.
They're kids. I loved this episode. It was so psychologically twisted. I loved it. It was brilliant. So then, yes, there is God looming over Sam, who then vanishes. My notes are really quite incomplete. All I have written is a dog, an angel, a comedian.
Anyway, they were kids, and they started off with a lot of inside jokes of the fact Taliesin was a child actor at one time at this age, and what all them were doing, like Laura was in science club, and
Ashley was a punk.
Ashley was a punk, yeah. So they all met each other, and then they saw an old man, and they headed towards the old man, but kind of he either vanished or ran off during the course of the episode. This old man would come up. Now, because this is spoilers, you should know, the old man was Liam.
Yeah.
And that is explained at the end of it, why it was Liam showing up over the course of the episode. There was a lot of skinless cats, so that was one
of the God, they were just like so terrifying.
First enemies we experienced were weird skinless cats.
Because originally watching the live stream, I thought he said hairless cats, and I thought, oh yeah, that's
oh, was it hairless?
No, it was skinless.
Oh, skinless. It was skinless. I was like, wait, maybe I heard it right. Yeah.
No, there's horrible hulking. I mean, Jesus. It's like a Goya / John Romero crossover fantasy nightmare thing.
Oh, like healers. Now I'm thinking of healers cats aren't they actually terrifying?
No.
Yeah, they're ugly. It's
kind of
ugly.
They're not ugly. Yeah, they're not as cute as the other cats.
No.
No, we're not here to rag on cats. That's a bad thing. Don't do that on the internet.
Screw healers cats.
Yeah. Get out of here. Hashtag screw out. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here with your.
I'm sorry if you like hairless cats.
We will post a link underneath this video with some pictures to cute hairless cats.
We won't do that.
I'm gonna do it.
Fine, you do it. I don't think it's really
happening.
Needed. Anyway, so we go along tracking this old man, and that kind of furthers along the plot.
I love that you just... Yeah, he has his notes on that side, I have my notes on this side, so whenever we need to know something, we both kind of just look off into the distance.
Well, it's just the nature of doing a review. I mean, we're talking about 4 hours of content here. Trying to wrap it up within like 20 minutes. Or 15 to 20 minutes. So we're doing this.
And then I always derail it with
with not knowing anything. There's only so much I know. Anyway, so they follow this old man after defeating the skinless cats, and then they have this big kind of, weird woo, and then all of a sudden they get dropped into water.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden there's all these demons everywhere.
The most epic lineup of creatures I've ever seen in a D&D game in the history of anything.
Well, I remember Sam Riegel saying, like, it's everything they've ever faced.
Yeah,
just being there.
Led by the two-headed Gorgon.
Yeah.
It was just this... A miniature like that big on the beach. And that was fantastic. I actually, quite quickly went, okay, they're not supposed to survive this. If this is not a social encounter, if this is a combat encounter, they're meant to be TPK, because there's no way...
I was actually so happy over this, because one thing that grinds me is that, like, no one really dies.
Yeah.
And I know that's sometimes really harsh to say, that I just want people to die and it doesn't really fit for the story. It's just that it's one of those things I'm like, it would be cool for it to actually be a permanent death.
Yeah.
And so when it all started happening, a part of me was a little bit joyful.
Same.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just like, because I like the fact that first Marisha gets squished by a big tentacle.
Just splattered.
Then Ashley goes to her body, smudges the blood on it, and wears Marisha like a wolf kind of cloak that you have.
Young Ashley is a badass.
Fuck yeah! I would not mess with Ashley.
YouTube has been cracking down more on the swearing, so
yeah, even though they swore on the episode.
Yeah,
it's alright.
But they
they've
got 20,000 people that watch.
Exactly. Anyway, so yeah, all the players essentially start dying off with Matt being a very role play in the way he did it was quite interesting, and he was a little kid knowing all this D&D. He knew they're all gonna die.
When Matt was a kid, he was really into D&D, so his character knew the mechanics of this.
Of the Gorgon.
And for some reason, he's a bard in real life, because they're playing themselves, and his character class was a bard. We don't actually find that out. There's a point where they have their character sheets in manila envelopes that none of them actually knew what their stats were up to that point as kids. So they it was like a great reveal moment, which I thought was quite clever as well.
Well, it's quite interesting, and it goes back to the first conversation we had about them incorporating the game engine of D&D into this world. How Sam Riegel was a ranger, so he was able to track and he was able to use those abilities, but they had to really tie it into when they were kids.
Yeah.
Like Sam mentions the fact he had a tree house.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he was able to track. Whether that's actually true or not, I'm not sure if you made that up.
It's Sam Riegel, you're going to
Sam Riegel, yeah. And yeah, that's. I'm not sure what the other characters were. I know. Matt was.
I would just like to revel in this very rare moment where he doesn't know what's going on. And then.
I try. I'm doing my best. This is what I have to work with.
He does do a lot of work with this. I don't.
No. Anyway, so they basically all die.
Yeah. And then Matt wakes up. He's fallen asleep at his computer desk, and that part of that reality was one of his dreams. He's got scattered energy drinks around, which they mentioned the brand name Monster. I don't know if they have some kind of like a deal going with them.
No, I think they didn't have any brand deals, so they just had to pick the first one that came up. Yeah. I mean, it's either Monster or Red Bull.
Underneath the links to the pictures of the healer's cast.
You're not going to put a sponsor or Monster.
No, I'm going to. Yeah.
No.
So yeah, that was like one of the interesting meta dream within a dream. I think it was Edgar Allan Poe that said, "All we see or seem is a dream within a dream." And
that's deep.
I know. That's the point.
I was giving you the moment. You kind of ruined it by pausing it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So there was just some great psychological stuff in this, which is fun. I do enjoy that kind of thing. When I did my Shadowrun campaign, it was very similar, dreams and that kind of thing.
So anyway, they move on to being in a recording booth.
Yeah.
So they wake up from this new reality. They're in a recording booth.
And motion capture suits.
Yeah, motion capture.
Yeah. I had no idea what
the hell was that?
I don't know. You sprung that on me. I didn't know we were doing this.
Do you remember at
I
least
remember that part, but
okay.
I don't know why. I didn't know we were going to do it. This is what I have to work with.
Yeah. For someone that does improv, I'm surprised he struggles so hard with the things he doesn't expect.
I thought you were just trying to hit me. I thought you were just attacking me for some reason.
Do you think I just randomly
I thought
hit
you
you?
just randomly start hitting me. I don't know. So and they wake up in studio in motion capture suit. in motion capture suits. That's a hard sentence to say.
Motion capture suits.
Yeah, well, you can do it. It's fine. And they
Actor.
performing tonight, and
You're screwed.
they not only did they actually have scripts that Liam had printed out, which was just beautiful attention to detail, but they were actually still kids. But none of the other people on set were mentioning that or seemed to have noticed that at all.
I did like how the only one that figured out how they could get the answer was Ashley. It's like, how old do you think I am? How old do I look?
Yeah, how old do I look? That was the question she asked.
And turns out Liam got it right.
Yeah.
33.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he actually guessed. I don't actually think you know the top of the head.
Yeah.
It's like 33? She's 33, yeah.
Yes, so
She doesn't look
I feel like throughout this, because they're playing themselves, we got some interesting insights into their childhoods and like who they are as people. Just kind of get to know the crew a little.
Yeah, it's the funny thing is, I had a moment where I was just like, "That's right. They didn't actually know each other until like they got older."
Yeah.
Because it feels like they've known each other for years, and
true.
like to a point that they grew up with each other.
Yeah. D&D, man, bringing people together since 1992.
And we'll get into that later when we go into Liam's emotional. But
yeah.
So anyway, things start to go really crazy again. Things kind of become machine creatures.
And
things.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This was where the line. This is the line. Matt to Grog. Now is the time to be the man you'll grow up.
Oh yeah, I wrote that down.
Yeah, I wrote that as well. That was a great line.
Now's the time for you to become the man you're going to grow up to be. Or
yeah. Because Grog himself was terrified at this point.
Yeah.
As a kid, he was scared.
Yeah, I can't remember where I wrote that. Where did I write that?
Another thing that I found interesting was Matt, despite the fact he's a player, could not overcome his natural D&D nature of being a dungeon master and sometimes getting in there with the rules and being like, oh, actually, this and this.
Liam was okay with it. The times that did happen, Liam was like, I'm not complaining, man. I think Sam tried to call it out on it, and Liam was like, I've got no problem with it right now. I'm stumped. Yeah.
I just thought that was quite adorable.
There was some moments, if we are going to talk about that side of things, where Liam kind of said, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I kind of bothered me like say, how old am I? And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, shouldn't you know?
As a DM, there's questions that you do know, like straight off the bat, and there's ones you just have to make up and pretend like you've known them the whole time.
But I mean, that's not really. Maybe that was just he actually wanted them to pick it, and that's why he was leaving it up to them for them to pick that age.
That could have been like a little wild card type thing.
Like for them to improv or get out of it. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But if we're going to critique, that's my critique.
I think everyone was just excited to see this because it's really fun when you take a player and put them behind the screen, or you take a DM and put them behind the character sheet.
That's very interesting. Anyway, so after all that craziness, they see an old man again and they chase off to him. And basically, long story short, we come upon Liam in a tank.
With a whole bunch of computer monitors.
Yes. So this is a very emotional moment in the game. And a lot of people probably don't know the context behind why it was a rather deep moment. So obviously we had the deep moment of him doing that voice.
Matt, my friend.
No.
That was close. That was close.
But anyway, we had like 20, 30 minutes of that voice.
Yeah, a long time, which is not easy.
That I made fun of that.
I am a little bit. That's
it was better than what I can do. I'm not going to do it.
That's going to be a quote at the bottom of the description. That was better than I could do. That's proof there that I'm awesome. Yeah, so the voice itself was cool. Although people in the chat room were a lot of the time saying it sounds like a speak and spell, and there was actually Matt who said, "Can you spell farmhouse for us?" Which was just
I think it was quite funny that it was an emotional moment, yet it was very hard for the players to keep a straight face at the same time because it was actually a funny voice. I was laughing because of just the way it was. I don't know why I was laughing. I mean, it was a very serious moment, but it was...
Grog was cracking up.
Yeah, and so was Marisha. Marisha was having a hard time keeping it together.
It was like in episode, I think it was like 33, they're all being commended for their good job by the king, and it's very intense, very somber, very, very emotional. And the microphone kind of makes a riffling noise, and the king just goes, "Pardon me." I mean, I fell out of my chair at that moment laughing.
Yeah, it's also in the moment sometimes like the two, especially with a game like this, the two serious moments can easily be broken by just the smallest thing.
Yeah. So this was the point where towards the end of the episode, the very last scene, Liam in the tank, his like corporeal form in a tank, and then they had his, correct me if I'm wrong, image on a computer screen talking to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what because at the end, once all this has happened, you actually see a little painting, little kind of cartoon of it. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Which was, I think...
I have to say that you don't see this a lot, and hopefully he leaves this in the cut, but I have to say that quite a lot. Do you remember that?
See, I watch it on the live stream on Fridays, which is like 5 days ago, and 6 days ago, and he watches it yesterday on the Tuesday.
Oh, I actually watched it today.
See?
Yeah.
So it's fresh in his mind.
Over the course of yesterday and today, I watched it.
I've been learning 2 different scripts this week for 2 different performances. I can't... what I'm going to do, I'm just going to edit you out of this. I'm just going to it's just me and just a blank space on that side.
Yeah, just all of a sudden you're like turned at me, you're talking
just
to me,
talking to no one.
there.
And then I'll just edit myself on that side as well. So
you can barely edit images in front of this, so you're really gonna go into the editing of cutting me out.
Hire someone.
I don't think you could.
I will hire anyone out there. I will hire you to edit this video so he's not in it. You bastard. Anyway, the emotional crux of this episode is when Liam talks in the speak and spell voice, and what I really love, and I do this in my game sometimes, I think I did it last session, is he focuses on every player individually and talks directly to them and then to the next and to the next. That's always a great role-playing thing to do.
You could say this entire episode was really a love letter of Liam to the rest of the cast, especially to Laura, to Marisha, to Travis, to Taliesin, to Sam, to Matt, to Ashley. And that just shows you how much D&D can really change your life. Even though they're a little bit different, the fact that they've actually, this is their second job, effectively. Yeah. But they've been brought all closer because of it.
And Liam got to say how much they mean to him, not just to them personally, but to all the fans that have supported the entire show throughout its 95 episodes.
And over 2 years. I mean.
Yeah.
And we're also saying 95 episodes in 2 years for it being on stream.
Yeah, they've been doing it for, I think it was a year and a half before they even put it up.
But not on a weekly basis. They did it like every month or two.
I don't know about you, but me personally, I am very proud to call myself a critter. I love the critter community and the stuff that they do for each other.
We would have never met if it went for
It's
Critical Role.
true.
That's why we're doing the review show. It was something that brought us together.
Yeah.
And the reason why I started playing D&D with Ollie was because of Critical Role and the fact that I've always been a watcher, always loved storytelling, and I wanted to become more of an improv person or more of an actor and just explore that side of me, even though I may just drop it in a year or two. I wanted to go further than Critical Role.
When I got my first taste of D&D, it was as a player, and I thought, this version of storytelling when everyone is part of the story being made as it goes, and the opportunity to weave these stories for people and give them a beautiful experience is something I really wanted to be a part of.
Yeah.
I started one game and then I thought, no, I want to do more than one, so I put an ad online, and that's, without D&D, me and Dave never would have met.
Exactly.
Nothing would exist.
We're still working out whether there's a good thing or bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on camera together bickering.
But that's just, we do it with love, that's just it's just for the cameras. Really? I came up with a symbol for the critter community. That's it there. So if you want to show someone that you're a critter, just do that.
That's just the X thing again from freaking Family Feud.
Yeah.
God damn it! Stop bringing up Family Feud in these damn things.
I think I edited it out.
Oh, did you?
This time I can't remember. So yeah, beautiful moment. Liam talks to all of them and really. He really does be quite honest in that through his character. I thought it was a beautiful concept, just the concept of having been alone for so long that you start creating and weaving these realities to bring your friends back, and
it's so deep, yeah.
Yeah, that was just incredible. And then the very end, they wake up from this dream, and my phone goes off.
Again.
They wake up from this dream, and they all wake up at the set of Critical Role, and Liam says, "Right, well, time to get going. Let's start the episode." And not only that, he had the crew members say, "Right, time to go. Camera 1, camera 3." They had. God, that was just that's attention to detail.
Do you think they actually say that before they go live?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty sure they just because they just appear. Because you've seen some of the intros they do Yeah.
Well, do you know?
Welcome!
Do you know that I think it's mainly Sam and Liam love to throw Matt off right before they go live.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They're always like swearing at him and stuff, and just shouting at him like seconds before it goes live. That's always quite fun.
Yeah, I like it.
So they actually did that to Liam.
And it was a very good closing off of the whole thing of the fact of did they kill? I'm going to test you actually. Did they kill Liam at the end?
Every week he does this and asks me questions he knows I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the journey. That was the journey of Liam's story, Liam's quest.
Yes. So it's one of those episodes you definitely should watch because it gives a different style than Matt delivers. And
also tell your friends, because I've met people that don't want to watch the live stream until they're caught up on YouTube. Tell them to watch this because it's a one shot. And they'll get a good sense of D&D.
Yeah, and it's quite funny. You hear a lot of people, and make sure that you bridge it to say it is a one shot because you see a lot of people in the chat during that episode saying, "I'm only on episode 33 or something."
Yeah.
Why is Liam DMing? What's happened?
They thought the story had changed so much from the D&D universe that they were there. That's funny.
Yeah. So it's a really good episode, a really good one shot, a good kind of palate cleanse for everybody as well, I reckon. And it's a good example of what D&D. I mean, we have the example of Critical Role being D&D. I know a wide streamer, but this kind of gives everyone a different sense of what you can actually do with the D&D tool.
Because essentially, it's a collaborative storytelling project, and you don't have to stay within the walls of what already exists if you don't want to. So I guess that's it for us this week. I'm Oliver. That's Dave. We're the NPCs of Taldore.
Yeah, make sure you. Thanks everyone for watching the previous episodes and subscribing to the channel. We now are 4 just subscribers. Just keep track of it because there'll be maybe one day look back on this.
I remember when we had 4 those days. So there we go. Now that we have 5.
Yeah, I know, it was great. But yeah, thanks for everyone supporting. Make sure you do leave a comment or share this video. I mean, ultimately, this is just a way for us to get out our feelings about a particular episode. Yeah. But it's awesome if you guys do engage with us because that means we can comment on what you're saying and keep watching.
We're always proud to be part of the creator community. So thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.